Try Guy!
How many guys are here?
I always knew I was different, I guess. So yeah, I was always very artistically driven. I didn't know it was film until a teacher recommended it for me because I was kind of all over the place. And then yeah, film kind of became my end all be all for all my like young childhood. And then once I hit college, it was my focus. But yeah, Buzzfeed kind of brought all of those talents back.
And I was really big into performing, did lots of improv and stuff. But I only learned media, like editing and film, out of necessity. Because when you're trying to be a successful comedian in Chicago, you have to sort of, you have to promote yourself. And that's sort of the industry it is now, is there's so many YouTubers, you have to just learn to make your own content and make videos on your own and put it on the internet. And
well, I've always been both an artist and a scientist. I think it's totally okay to have a lot of different interests. In my freshman summer in college, I worked in a basement laser spectroscopy lab.
What?
Yeah, I got one woo out there, so you know what I'm talking about. My sophomore summer was in New York City, performing at the UCB Theater, taking classes there, and there were all these people that are now, very popular TV stars that were my teachers. And then I set my sights on that and eventually moving to Los Angeles.
So I started by making movies with Legos. There's a thing called the Lego Movie Maker, Steven Spielberg Lego Movie Maker Kit. That's how I started when I was like 12 years old and I loved it. Made a lot of movies with teddy bears. I was super cool in middle school. And I did some acting when I was a kid. I was on like SNL when I was in 7th grade, which was cool. But then not much, and I never thought acting.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't know that? He's a star.
Yeah. It was weird. I never thought like performing would be part of my life, and it really was not. I did not do any of it in college. I was purely focused on just wanting to make stuff. And it's again, like BuzzFeed is kind of a place where it's all come and connected in a really fun, interesting way.
Oh, what's the most fun you guys have had together?
Aww. Every day when I wake up and get to go to work with my friends.
Text message conversations are really funny. They're dumb.
There was one time Eugene wasn't feeling, like he was just feeling down for some reason, so Keith texted a picture of his nipple. And then so Ned did it too, and I was driving, I'm like, well fuck, I gotta text a picture of my nipple.
So we did this stripping video. Zach, Ned, and I were practicing, and we were just wearing G-strings. And I was wearing a horse head, which this is important because I couldn't see anything else. Well, while we're practicing our dance, the owner of Buzzfeed came by and it's just like looks at us while we're dancing, and Zach says something like, "Oh, we're practicing for the strip show tonight." And the owner of Buzzfeed goes, "That sounds about right."
Did you guys hang out before Try Guys? Were you guys friends?
Hell no. No, actually, no, we didn't. We all started to work around the same time. You kind of become friends with most of, I feel like when you're, our age, pretty chill with people. It's not like high school anymore. We're not like, he's weird. What are you doing? Water. Oh.
Do you want one, Eugene?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome.
We kind of became friends exactly how you probably saw it happen on screen. When we touched each other's butts for the first time for Kim K on screen, that's like touching your friend's butt for the first time.
And you're like part of every friendship.
Exactly. You're like, man, I guess there's no going back. We're best friends.
High in the mountains of Riverside nestles a small/large university.
What does small/large mean, Ned?
Well, it's small given the size of other public universities.
You could probably say medium.
But large given small liberal arts colleges.
Nobody's gonna hear this. This isn't a podcast.
It depends on your point of reference.
Really good podcast voice, though.